Well, where are you going to get your bear? Let's talk about finding a great bait site. First of all, let's understand that some people have gone out in the woods and put some bait out just about anywhere and killed a bear. But to consistently kill big bears, mature males in particular, you have to be a lot more intentional about it than that. Let's start out by talking about the general area that we're going to look at to find to put the bait, and then we'll narrow it down into some more specific areas. And as we go through this process, I'll try to help you understand the best way to choose the right location where you have a chance year after year to shoot a really nice bear.
When choosing an area to put a couple bear baits, there are four main things to consider. All of these are equally important: water, terrain features, natural foods, and of course access. Bear sign is of lesser importance, but it does add to the overall confidence I have in the area. Most people overlook the importance of water in choosing a bait site. During the late summer into early fall, bears commonly eat 20,000 or more calories per day. Bears need to drink a lot of water each day, gallons of it in fact, in order to aid in digestion of all the food they are eating. Additionally, bears spend a lot of time in the water trying to remain cool during the warm hours of the day. Putting your bait site near water assures that the bears will remain in the area, and of course it stands to reason that the closer you are to the water, the better the odds are that the bears will show up your bait during daylight. If you see bears coming into the bait with their fur still wet, you know your location is spot on. Big mature bears like to travel the ridges when they are on the move looking for food. It's easier walking and less work than pushing their big bodies through the thick underbrush of the low country. Putting a bait near a long running ridge can help the bear find your bait sooner. Other features that funnel bear movement are the edges of clear cuts, lake shores, and rocky bluffs. This aerial photo is classic bear country, and the larger lake in the middle, which is 2 miles long, is a perfect example of a great feature that will funnel bear movement. While clear cuts may look devoid of life right after they've been cut, they quickly become bear magnets as they start to grow back. The bears know where the natural foods are found, and you should too. Putting a bait right where they are already feeding is a big help. Look for acorns, especially those big meaty ones from white oaks, which the bears love. Hazelnuts where they are found are also a big attraction. Berries such as chokecherries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries are also used by the bears. Of course, access is critically important. We need to be able to get to the bait site without too much trouble. I like to drive within about 100 yards of all my baits if possible. I rarely use an ATV because I believe that driving one right up to your bait often spooks the bears. I hunt in competitive area, and spooking a bear off the bait might mean that you don't see him in the daylight again for the rest of the season. Most of my baits are within 50 to 100 yards of a forest road of some sort. I never put baits less than 2 miles apart, and I prefer to have them 3 to 4 miles apart. I use aerial photos from Google Earth or Bing Maps to find good looking areas, and then I compare them to topo maps at times. This helps me understand the terrain, something that a photo alone cannot do. But once you find an area that looks good on paper, you have to get out and burn the boot leather to check it out in person.